For me, this is my biggest day as a coach. You know, my mom was a cleaning lady, never went to high school. My dad was an elevator operator. You know, my grandparents came over on Ellis Island. You know, you all have your stories, and you should think about that, because you are not just playing for Kobe Bryant or LeBron James. You're playing for our country. That's an amazing opportunity that is only afforded a very few people.
On June 23, 2008, the final USA Basketball men's senior national team was formally announced.
The 12 players selected for the honor of representing the United States in the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games are Carmelo Anthony, Carlos Boozer, Chris Bosh, Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul, Tayshaun Prince, Michael Redd, Dwayne Wade, and Darren Williams.
The long process of forming the team had ended. Now, the goal of Olympic glory was finally in sight.
We're proud, respectful, and we're committed. And we're very thankful for the opportunity of representing this great country on a world stage that will be the biggest in the history of sport when we play in Beijing.
As a result of their many shared experiences, the players have come to reach a deeper understanding of their ultimate goal.
Now, I really want you to pay close attention this morning and give your respect to the heroes we have in this room today. Colonel Bob Brown, one of my former players at West Point, brought in 4 wounded heroes from Iraq and Afghanistan, and we tried to get across that selfless service.
Let's face it, it's what makes teams great, is selfless service. It's putting the needs of someone else before yourself. And on the basketball court, that may be diving for the loose ball or taking a charge. On the battlefield, it may be running into a wall of bullets, putting their life on the line for someone else. And that, to that level of selfless service.
This was a lot more than playing the game of basketball. This was about patriotism. This was about pride in being an American and what's really at stake here.
It's an honor for us to stand before you and work as a team to motivate a nation, essentially, is what we're doing. We're doing it on the battlefield, you guys are doing it on the court. Same team, Team America, because we are a family. We're not a family of blood, but we're a family because we represent a great nation.
It wasn't just giving something to read or talk about. They needed to feel that. You have an experience like that, and it touches you a little bit deeper.
The explosion went off. It killed 22 people. Sergeant Steele was 10 feet away from the blast. The guy in front of him, behind him, were killed. Sergeant Steele had shrapnel in his neck, his back, his legs, lost a finger. No one expected him to come back, and he did not have to. But for the team, he came back.
I think it opened everybody's eyes, to realize, what we're playing for. We're not just playing for ourselves, we're playing for a whole country.
I just felt like, okay, I'm injured, but I gotta go back. This is a team. I feel like I was letting my team down.
They represent the country, the troops, and that are fighting for us overseas. So it's just important that we represent them well and make everybody proud.
Scotty was riding in that Striker in that hatch, and one of those vehicles came right at him. Now, the natural instinct would be to drop down inside that armored vehicle and you got a better chance. But that's not Scotty Smiley. He stayed up and kept firing at the vehicle. When he did that, when it exploded early, a piece of shrapnel came and hit him in the eyes. It looks like his eyes are normal. He does not have any eyes. They were taken out by that shrapnel that went through his head. He's got acrylic up for a portion of his skull.
All of those wounded heroes, they wanted to go back and serve. The guys on our team were crying. because they knew they were in the midst of people who took that selfless service to the highest level. I
was over fighting, and I got a call in Iraq that Scotty Smiley wants to stay in. They didn't know what to do. They never had a guy who was blind try to stay in. Come on, this doesn't make sense. But he fought to stay in. Sorry. So he's in, and he's still serving. That's a hero.
These guests who shared their lives with us and their experiences and what sacrifices they've made for the country had a great impact on all of us.
These are the flags we wore in our uniforms in Iraq, and we got a flag for each one of you. I'm hoping they can put it on your warm-up jerseys, and what I'm hoping is that you'll look down, you'll see that flag, and you'll realize thousands of people have gone before you and sacrificed so you can be a great basketball player. And it'd be our hope you look down at this flag, and there's a loose ball to get. There's 4 of you hitting each other on the floor because there's so many of you died before it. And you're playing for the United States, and it's all about selfless service. And I can tell from the group, you're going to make us all proud.
Scotty, you hear me? All right, Scotty, right now, Blue is getting into us right now. So white team, we got to pick it up as a team. They playing better than us. You hear me, Scotty? Y'all put y'all uniforms on. I know y'all got a lot of pride. Because we put these jerseys on, we feel a lot of pride walking around with USA on our chest. So I know y'all got a lot of pride. You guys are role models to a lot of us out here. We don't get a chance to tell y'all. Y'all are role models to us, and we respect what y'all do for our country.
It's not the Duke Blue Devils. It's not the Denver Nuggets or Cleveland Cavaliers. This is your country's team, and it's not winning an NCAA championship or the NBA championship. It's winning a championship of the world, the Olympics. It's the ultimate.
It's always enjoyable to put on an NBA jersey every night, and you look down at it and you be proud, but to put on a USA jersey, only a select few get to pick this jersey on. And to be one of them is just undescribable in words.
This is bigger than any one player. This is bigger than any NBA team. You represent the USA, and I don't think there's any greater honor.
There's a particularly poignant moment where the guys were given their uniforms, and Kobe looked down on his U.S. uniform before he tried it on. He had tears in his eyes and said, "I've dreamed of playing for my country. It's such an honor."
With all that's going on in the world, with troops and so forth and so on, this is our task. This is our responsibility as Americans to go and compete and to represent our nation the right way.
I always wanted to be, on that first place podium. Now I don't know how that feels. We got a chance now to go out there and to prove something to the whole world.
We've made this commitment to get to this point, and we're going to make a lot of people proud and rekindle that flame that Olympic basketball hasn't had in a while.
The biggest win that I could have as a coach is to win the gold medal and win it the right way. There could not be a bigger victory. Our goal is to hear the national anthem being played while gold medals are being placed around the necks of each one of these men. These guys love their country, they love U.S. basketball, and they've made a commitment to making this team the best in the world.
Road to Redemption, presented by Nike. Series continues July 21st on ESPN2.